Dhaka and Calcutta, we tied up with Dhaka Sheraton Hotel and Calcutta Sheraton Hotel to host this festival in Dhaka and Calcutta over 8 days. This will be happening in end of August, from 26th of August until 4th of September. And the chefs were selected actually from all over the country. We have chefs from Northeast, we have chefs from Kent, Hertfordshire, and also chefs from Cheshire region. And they are truly excellent chefs. You will see the proof of the pudding later, obviously, after we finish launching this. You will be invited to have lunch here and try some of the foods. The food festival, as you know, we're holding in Dhaka and Calcutta. Calcutta and Dhaka have historic links with Britain, goes back hundreds of years. And we are pleased to take chicken tikka masala back home in Dhaka and Calcutta. And no festival would have been successful without the support of our key sponsors in the last year as well as this year. I am pleased to have sponsor as Bangla Beer this year, as well as they supported us last year. And we also have tremendous support from CMART, Aerolex UK, RC Cola, Al Isla Kishan Curry of Luton, Yar Alia, Channel S, and London Group. We are particularly grateful to Aminali for hosting this launch event in Redford. Redford, as you know, one of the greatest restaurants in Britain. When I say greatest, I do mean the greatest restaurants in Britain. And Aminali is a role model for many Bangladeshi restaurateurs. Redford is an icon of all Bangladeshi restaurants. And this is why we are holding, or launching rather, this Fusion Food Festival from Redford. And we will be going from Redford to Dhaka and Calcutta. Anyway, let me introduce some of the chefs whom I talked about. We have here Partho Mitro, Executive Chef of Bengal Dynasty in Flintshire, which is near Cheshire. His culinary skills are such that he was headhunted from the 5-star Taj Bengal Hotel in Calcutta to Britain. He now has new challenge before him to return to his hometown in Calcutta, where he has spent more than 20 years refining his skill as well as cooking for a number of dignitaries, including the Prime Minister of India. We have Chef Oli Khan, who is from Hertfordshire. He's been crowned Curry Chef of the Year twice in his hometown of Stevenage, Hertfordshire, where he runs his own place, the Shurma. The local newspapers refer him as the Curry King. We are very pleased to have Oli as part of our team last year as well as this year. We have Chef Jamaluddin Ahmed, who already tasted success in regional winner of National Curry Chef competition and runner-up in another national competition organized by the Food Standard Agency. He is from the Shozna Cuisine restaurants in Rochester, Kent. His enthusiasm for cooking remains undiminished, despite having spent 17 years in the kitchen. And lastly, we have Syed Jahrul Islam. Talk about taking coal to Newcastle. He is from Durham. He is taking curry to India and Bangladesh. Syed Jahrul Islam is an executive chef of Capital Restaurant in Durham City. He is the first chef from the region to take part in the British Fusion Food Festival. And as you know, in the kitchen and in restaurants especially, food hygiene is a very, very important issue. And we are pleased to have Shamsul Islam, is a leading expert on food hygiene and safety. He will be accompanying all the chefs. He's a former public protection manager for Sheraton District Council in the Environmental Services Department in North Oxfordshire. He's been an environmental health officer for the last 15 years with responsibilities in food safety, workplace health and safety, public health, and the environment. He will be providing training on food hygiene and food safety, not only with the chefs, but also in Sheraton groups in Dhaka and Calcutta. I would like to now ask one of the representatives from London Assembly member, Murad Qureshi, to say a few words about the festivals and say a few words about the chefs.
Thank you very much indeed. Firstly, can I send apologies from the Mayor, Ken Livingston. I often find myself in this role of acting as a replacement, but believe you me, he's on the phones right now trying to negotiate as much power as coming over to him before Thursday. He wants his powers extended. But as you know, he's very keen on food, and particularly his curries, and he doesn't miss an opportunity usually to have himself a free lunch. And he gladly supports this British Asian Fusion Festival, because actually I think it shows the confidence of the industry that it's able now to go back to the subcontinent and show its wares, whether it be in Kolkata or Dhaka. I think that's very progressive, and I'll be intrigued to see what response firsthand you'll be getting. The other intriguing thing which I've noticed in my recent travels is how many Indian restaurants you see in Europe. In Madrid, I noticed them. I also noticed them in Brussels and places like this. And long may that continue, because I think actually, whilst we've got a very secure place in the economy here, it's bigger than the coal industry. Let's not forget that. But actually, it could be an exporting industry, and that's what our entrepreneurs in the Indian restaurant business are doing. And long may that continue. Actually, we're even exporting them to Tokyo in Japan, which was quite intriguing when I came across one or two there. And I think by doing things like this, maybe the British government's perspective on the labour requirements of the industry may change when they realise it's actually as much an exporting industry as a home-based one. And hopefully in time we can persuade the Home Office to change up at Sheraton. And maybe next year you may want to join the Mayor. He will be going to India, as he did to China this year, Kolkata. And I certainly will be encouraging that, because we're taking the British Asian film industry with us to Mumbai. I can't see why we can't take the Indian restaurant business as well along to the Indian subcontinent. So I look forward to working with Curry Life and the British Asian Fusion Festival, and I certainly look forward to lunch as well.
Thank you. Since our last festival, we had, as I said before, we had a support from Bangla Beer as one of our key sponsors. We're grateful for their support. Let me tell you one interesting thing about Bangla. Last year in the festival, we took some beers to Dhaka, and at Dhaka Sheraton, there are lots of foreign tourists goes to Dhaka, and they tasted the Bangla beer, and they were amazed to see Bangla name on it, brewed in UK, but Bangla beer. And I'm glad to say that now Bangla is in the process of being exported to Dhaka. And another British export going to Dhaka. I'm pleased to welcome Robin Gray, who is the managing director of LWC, the new company which taken over Bangla Beer, which has a turnover of 100 million and 4,500 restaurants they supply to. Welcome, Robin Gray.
I've recently acquired Bangla Beer because I have 4,500 restaurants that I supply, and a good 10% of those are what we would call ethnic Indian restaurants.